Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading on happiness. So I'm sorry about the sound quality in here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I just couldn't resist shooting next to this really cool waterfall because it really reminds me of this happiness card. So many of you guys are asking me, Rainbow Harmony, how do I find my happiness? How do I feel happy again? And so we're gonna see if we can look into your particular situation to see if we can help you find your balance and peace and of course, your happiness. So go ahead and choose a number 1 or number 2, and we'll get your message going. So if you choose number 1, we're gonna get started. You know, it's interesting, there's a reason that this happiness card is actually depicted as a waterfall because it's something that just runs and runs and runs and never stops. Happiness is simply all around you. It's up to you to tap into this energy. And happiness is a choice. It's a choice you have to be happy. Now, I don't think it's very healthy to force yourself to be happy all the time. There's times in life where you need to go down on that vibe and you need to feel low and you need to experience your depression and that loss and that mourning. It's a very important part of the life cycle. However, if you've been stuck in this vibe for so long and you're trying to find your happiness, let's see if we can help you, all right? To be able to tap into this spring of happiness that's always around you. So for those of you guys who choose number 1, the first card I'm getting is passion. It's the ecstasy card. So tapping into what fills you with delight, what fills you with joy and bliss is going to be a very instrumental part in figuring out how you can be happy again. Oftentimes we're not feeling happy because we've abandoned the hobbies and activities and interests that make us happy. So I remember there were times in my life where I stopped making my art, I stopped doing fashion styling, I wasn't really putting myself out there, I was in a really deep depression. Those were the times that I felt the most unhappy. So they're telling you, get involved in a project, an activity, a hobby that fills you with delight. It could be something as simple as going on a walk in the park or meeting your friends up for drinks, or trying painting, or cycling, or rowing a boat. You guys saw my video where I was in a boat? That was fun. So this is about intentionally doing the things that make you feel happy. And what I want you guys to do, if you chose this number 1, is to actually make a list of the things that make you feel happy. Making a list, whether it's just the simplest things like an ice cream cone, or just watching children play in the park, or a rainy day, going out and catching snowflakes, whatever these silly tiny little things are, make a list of all the things, big and little, that make you happy. And then choose something off that list and go and do it. So it's very important to allow yourself this time to be happy and to make room for the things in life that give you that pleasure. So let's go ahead and see the next card. It's actually the movement card. So they're telling you if you've lost your joy in life, get out and move. Do a free dance. Relax, sway, move your arms. Maybe try fitness. Sometimes it's actually a chemical imbalance in the brain that's making us feel unhappy. So going on a walk, doing aerobic exercise or yoga using YouTube. There's so many free yoga classes on YouTube. I love to work out on the internet. So check out an internet workout, get moving again. Because if you just keep staying stagnant and still, your body will keep chemically producing these aspects that are gonna make you feel unhappy and make you feel lethargic and depressed. And so this is about moving. So doing something off your list that makes you feel happy, and also moving around, whether it's just free dancing, whether it's going on a walk, doing some crunches, find something that makes you happy. Have any of you guys ever tried Zumba, by the way? I love Zumba. It's like a really fun dance fitness class. There's even Ballet Beautiful. They even have pole dancing fitness classes. So maybe that's a way you can get wild with it. So try something that's fun for you, sign up for a fitness class, or you can simply do things for free on YouTube. I also see that you have really been confronting and facing your darkness and your shadow right now. So this could be part of the spiritual awakening, because I'm seeing the spiritual awakening card come up. Spiritual awakening is basically a process where you start to question your life. You start to question your beliefs. You start to wonder, why am I here? What's my purpose? Like, what do I believe? What's important to me? And you start kind of going down that path. And then physical symptoms of spiritual awakening is depression, lethargicness, tingling sensations in your body, feeling aches and pains, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia. A lot of these are actually symptoms of this spiritual awakening. So for some of you guys, it's really rough right now to make yourself feel happy when you're going through this awakening. There's all these things happening. Maybe you're going through like a recovery from trauma or abuse, or just trying to find your place in the world. Maybe it's been a bumpy road for you here on this journey, but chances are you're simply being initiated into being a healer. And it's very important that even if you're depressed and going through all that stuff, spiritual awakening, that you still make time for yourself and for your inner child to enjoy life. You guys know I say this often on the channel. Inside each and every one of us is an inner child that longs for laughter and sunshine and play. So it's very, very important that you allow yourself this time in order to get outside, feel the sunshine, chase the birds, whatever it is that makes you happy. It's important to continue to make decisions and to do something about it, instead of just sitting there being depressed, complaining all the time. Stop waiting for life to happen to you. Make stuff happen in your life. So I also see that you need to stay dedicated to your purpose. Like maybe you have a job that's demanding and you've chosen, maybe you've started on a new path, or you have a project that you're working on. There's ways for you to stay dedicated to this journey and to provide for yourself while also making yourself happy. And sometimes you can't be happy until you admit the truth that you're actually sad, that you're actually not happy. It's kind of like something I learned during my abuse recovery, is that in order to become a survivor of abuse, you must first come to terms with the fact that you're a victim, and allow yourself to go down into that victim mentality and to work through that and to cry and to feel that pain, and then you rise out of that into becoming a survivor. So I feel like this is what's going on for a lot of you guys. You know, you've had this abuse, or you've had this crisis happen in your life, this death cycle, and so part of this is actually you coming to terms with the fact that you're not happy, you're not feeling good. But once you like admit that truth to yourself, you can start making conscious choices and conscious decisions to do the things that make you happy. So what I started doing when I realized I was depressed, I was a victim, I was having trouble, I started doing little self-care things, like putting a face mask on, or taking a bath. That really helped me. On my darkest days, I would just draw myself a bath and just lay there, and that's what made me happy for the moment. So ask yourself, what can I do in this moment to make myself happy? Because happiness is moment to moment. And what makes a happy life is like all these little happy moments adding up together. So just think about that. Sometimes it's the little things, just like drawing a cup of tea or going out with your friend, just tiny little things. Overall, happiness is a choice. And if you take anything away from this reading, just know that chances are you're being awakened into being some kind of healer, some kind of helper, maybe even a psychic yourself. And it's very normal to feel depressed and to feel down as part of the spiritual awakening process, but movement, a little bit of exercise, and also making that list of what makes you happy can actually help you. Just choose one thing off the list every day, and soon you're on your way to a happy life. Peace out. So if you chose number 2, how can you find your happiness? So I'm actually seeing a lot of reversals in these cards. A lot of these cards are upside down, which is talking about delays. So maybe it's been a while since you've been able to be in contact with this happy side of yourself, because I am seeing a depression that's around a lot of you guys. This reading does have a lot to do with depression. But they're saying focusing your energy is going to help you feel happier. Instead of just being languid and like depressed and lethargic all the time, find something you can focus on. Sometimes it's just a little thing. For me, painting really helped me to find my happiness again, because I stopped in the middle of all my worrying and overthinking and stress and trauma and PTSD and was able to focus my energy on something that was creative and fun for me and productive. So this is about allowing yourself to create something and focus your energy on something that's going to lift your spirits up. So art, that's why they have art therapy a lot, is because it does actually help you in your mind to focus on something other than all the things that can go wrong and trying to worry and predict and control outcomes. Your mind will start to meditate and clear itself as you focus on a project or a hobby or an activity. So find something fun to do. Painting, I highly recommend it. Just get some watercolors, some watercolor paint, mix some water into it, and just flick the paint and smear it around. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can do something abstract if you don't actually have anything to paint. Mix colors that you like. Soon your spirits will be lifted in no time. I also see that for you, your happiness is really linked to a specific person. You feel like, if I was in a relationship, then maybe I'd be happy. Excuse me. You're thinking like, if only my partner would be more like this or more like that, maybe then I'd be happy. But it doesn't work like that. You can't project your happiness onto another person or onto an external situation. Happiness truly does come from the inside out. So it's a choice to pull yourself out of these emotional waters into focusing on, what can I do to create something today, to create a better energy for myself? What words can I say inside my head that will make me feel happier versus listening to the voices and the tapes and all the things that are trying to tear me down and the negativity in my inner critic? You know, it's about speaking kind to yourself. It's about being able to look in the mirror and not stare at the pimple on your face, but being able to see the beauty of the glow of the divine within you. So they're saying you're very, very frustrated because for you it's a more complex. You're feeling like, oh, but for me it's just not that simple because you don't understand my life. You don't understand what I've been through. You guys, I feel it. I feel what you all have been through. I've been through it too. You know, so many of horrible events just happening over and over and over again, you know, trying and then failing and then trying and then failing, getting rejected, getting abandoned, all those things, they've happened to me over and over again. But alchemy can actually help you to create more happiness in your life. When you're using alchemy, it's basically like when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. Alchemy is making the best out of your situation and not allowing the things that are happening around you to govern how you feel on the inside. It's making a choice to say, I'm going to find my happiness today at some point, and I'm going to make this happen for myself. So this is actually a message that the universe is actually going to be a little easier on you. You've been through a difficult transit, but truly the snow is thawing. And you're able to look ahead at what life has for you. You're able to start planning your future. So maybe think about making a vision board. I just posted a tutorial on how to make a vision board. Start dreaming of things that you want in your life, people that you want to meet, jobs you want to do, places you want to go, travel, etc. And put this all on your vision board. This is going to help you start projecting more happiness into your future. And they're also telling you need a project. You need to start some kind of project, whether it's cleaning out your closet, decorating your house, or starting a painting or a new art project, starting a YouTube channel or a new Instagram, whatever it is, you need some kind of project to stir up your energy right now. And soon enough, you'll be feeling better in no time. Another reminder about how inside each one of us is an inner child that longs for laughter and sunshine and play. This is about being playful. This is about having fun. This is about maybe going to a carnival or something. This is about going out into nature, going swimming, doing something adventurous, something spontaneous, maybe even going skydiving. Try something you've always wanted to do. What are you waiting for? I'm sending you guys so much love and light with this reading. Peace out.